Hello and welcome to France 24 for this breaking news. Emmanuel Macron had been expected to make the announcement Thursday evening. That was pushed back to Friday, all this in an effort to end months of political turmoil. But this Friday, the president has named veteran centrist politician François Bayrou as France's new prime minister. He'll be replacing outgoing Michel Barnier, who had resigned last week. Macron keen to try to restore stability after months of political turmoil here in France. It took him a record 51 days to appoint Michel Barnier. So a lot of attention on how this process was going. Joining me on the set is our French politics editor, Marc Perelman. Hello to you, Marc. A little bit of suspense this Friday morning. We thought it was Bayrou, then we thought it wasn't, and now finally it turns out it was all along.
Yes, it's true that it's been an ongoing saga. It didn't take 51 days. We're much better in terms of the timing, but still over a week after Michel Barnier and after Emmanuel Macron telling the press or having his advisors tell the press that within 24 hours he'll bring a new prime minister. It took over a week. Then it was supposed to be yesterday night. Let's not forget, he was visiting Poland. He decided to cut short the visit, skip the visit of a very known museum in Warsaw, and head back to Paris. So we all thought, here comes the prime minister. No. Then we were told it'll be this morning, and eventually it was this midday, just before 1 p.m., when the statement from the Élysée Palace eventually came, saying it was François Bayrou. François Bayrou met with the president this morning at 8:30, nearly 2-hour-long meeting. And so the assumption was that immediately thereafter, a statement would formalize his appointment as prime minister. But since it didn't happen, there were lots of speculation that Emmanuel Macron was changing his mind, that the meeting didn't go well. There were also reports that Emmanuel Macron had called François Bayrou at 5 a.m. this morning, Paris time, to inform him that he would not get the position of prime minister. This may be speculation, but it's also because Emmanuel Macron tends to change his mind even until the very last moment. So there's a very strong possibility that clearly yesterday night, when he came back from Poland, he didn't know who would be prime minister. This morning, he had a meeting with François Bayrou. Other candidates probably tried to push their name with Emmanuel Macron, knowing that he could decide on a whim to appoint them. But he finally went, I would say, with the most logical solution. Why is it logical? François Bayrou, first of all, is not a rookie, far from it. He's a veteran politician. He was several times minister. He ran 3 times for candidate as for the presidential election, and he was a very, very early backer of Emmanuel Macron. Back in 2017, he thought about running for president again for a 4th time, but in the end, he decided to throw his support behind this young an up-and-coming politician, Emmanuel Macron, and really granted him, bestowed him legitimacy as a candidate who went up to win as a reward. François Bayrou was appointed justice minister. However, this was torpedoed by a legal case against him. His party, the centrist party MoDem, was suspected of using funds from the European Parliament to pay its staffers. So he had to fight this in court. He was eventually cleared of that accusation. However, he has not been reappointed minister. Since then, he, until today, was occupying a position of High Commissioner for long-term planning. He was supposed to plan for the future of France, but he finally got his wish because he was really very eager to become prime minister. He got his wish today. However, he has his work cut out for him. It's going to be tough forming a government and surviving this fractured parliament.
Yeah.